Let's explore an exciting dungeon on a single card. Today we will discover the universe of One Card Dungeon. One Card Dungeon is a solo dice placement dungeon crawl with 12 increasingly challenging levels. But there is more. If you want to expand your journey, you can do it with M'Guf-yn Returns and the 2 adventure pack, Harbour Clash and Eternal Peak. To win, you have to reach the final level, where the Sceptre of M'Guf-yn is a hide. But in each stage there will be enemies that you must defeat. At the start of the game, choose one of the 4 heroes and place the green die on the stairs in front of you. The pips on the die are your health. If you reach 0, you lose. Then place the red dice, the monsters, on the spaces with the number corresponding to the level you are playing. 1 in the first stage, 2 in the second, and so on and so forth. The starting health of your enemies is indicated on the monster card. Place the white dice to speed, attack and defense with a value of 1, and the range with a value of 2. Now you can start. During your turn you will move into the dungeon fighting enemies and trying to avoid their attacks. First, roll the energy dice and use them to increase your abilities. Then you can spend the total value of your skills in this turn. If you want to move, you need 2 speed points for each orthogonal movement and 3 speed points for a diagonal movement. If you are in range that is calculated in the same way as the movement and you have line of sight, you can attack. To hit an enemy, you have to spend attack points equal to the monster's defense skill. Then you can reduce his health by 1. If the die reaches the 0, you can remove it. You can move, attack and then move again if you have enough points. At the end of the adventurer phase, it's time to start the monster phase. First, each monster will move using the speed point indicated by the card. Then they will attack. Divide the total attack of monsters in range and line of sight for your defense value and decrease your health of that amount. If you are able to defeat all the monsters, you can go to the next level, but first you can increase by one of your abilities, or you can bring your health up to 6. Then you can flip the card and prepare to the next level. Of course, you can save your game by using the save pad. If you want to expand your experience, you can add the expansion M'Guf-yn Returns. In this expansion you will find 4 new classes: the Necromancer, the Knight, the Rogue and the Cleric. In addition, there is the new treasure chest die and a new boss dungeon card. The boss will be strong and you will have to defeat them every 3 stages of the dungeon. The newest addition to this universe are these 2 adventure packs that brings new components and new challenges to the game. In both these expansions you will have a new hero, a new dungeon card with its own new rules and new items that you can combine with the base game and M'Guf-yn Return. In Harbour Clash you will fight new monsters, like the giant crab or the terrifying kraken. The dungeon card introduces a new rule: water tiles. When a monster is on a water tile, their base movement, attack, defense and range are increased by the number printed next to their base stats. The new class, the Courser, that can be also used in the base game in M'Guf-yn Returns expansion or with the other adventure pack, gives a new ability to the player. Once per dungeon level, you can move to any free space in the dungeon, regardless of your current movement value. On the Iced Mountain of Eternal Peak, you will fight against the White Sorcerers and all his creatures. The dungeon card introduces a new rule: Blizzard Tiles. When your adventurer is on a Blizzard tile, subtract -1 from your base attack and defense values. The new hero, the Sherpa, can move once per level through walls, but can never end his movement on them. The items introduced in this adventure pack can be used in every game of One Card Dungeon. When you use the items, simply shuffle the deck together and then reveal 3 of them. They got immediate effect that you can use during your game. Are you brave enough to enter the One Card Dungeon? Ciao!